How we doing, everyone? Sam here from United People's TV, here to have a chat with you ahead of Man United's game against Leicester City on Saturday. Old Trafford, 12:30 kickoff, another early game for United, and it comes off the back of a very bad week for Man United. Although it could have been worse had we lost to Northampton. Obviously, it all started with the Manchester derby, lost 2-1 there. But then we play away to Feyenoord kick off our Europa League campaign. We lost there as well. Come back home, I say home, then play away again for Watford, lose 3-1 there. Then we play away to Northampton and we won 3-1. So hopefully we put those 3 losses to bed. We've now played Northampton, come off the back of a comfortable win against League One opposition. Nothing too much to shout about, but Leicester is next. Now the reigning champions haven't exactly started the Premier League as champions. They're currently 11th. Only 7 points from 5 games. That being said, United have only got 9 points from their 5 games. So it's not been the best of starts for both teams, I suppose. And going into this game, form, as I said, Man United beat Northampton 3-1. Leicester, they lost 4-2 to Chelsea. Now, the interesting thing about that is they got a man sent off. I think it was Vasilowski. They played with 10 men, and they also played extra time with 10 men. That is going to have an effect on some of their players, surely, because, you know, we're all human after all. So playing that much football on a Tuesday, Wednesday night, whenever it was, I think it was Wednesday, to a Saturday kickoff, that's tough. So let's see if that affects them. So to offer us a little bit of insight into how Leicester could play on Saturday and where Man United should exploit them, we've got this little short clip from Scott from 100% LCFC to let us know the inside story.
Hi Sam, Scott here from 100% LCFC, looking at Manchester United versus Leicester City this weekend. Leicester coming off the back of a 4-2 defeat to Chelsea in midweek, 2-2 in 90 minutes, so I'm not going to get too concerned about the extra time defeat with 10 men. Weak spots for Leicester, for me, Danny Simpson, although he's a capable defender, often gets caught out and caught for pace, doesn't get a lot of cover from Riyad Mahrez on that right-hand side. So if I was Manchester United, I'd be looking at your left flank to try and attack and penetrate Leicester City. That said, the defence against Chelsea, 2 of the first teamers were Morgan and Simpson, and they had Ben Chilwell and Marcin Wesolewski with them, who are not normal first teamers. So we'll welcome back Christian Fuchs and Robert Huth to shore up that back four, and I think we'll see a bit of a different defensive display from Leicester. Leicester will hit on the counter like they did last season, slightly different style of play without Kante, but for me, Manchester United should be exploiting your left wing and Leicester City's right-hand side. Hopefully it's a great game, 3 points to Leicester, if not, may the best team win. Speak soon.
Now, it's interesting that he's saying that left flank is going to be where Man United could really exploit Leicester. And it's a real shame because Luke Shaw is a doubt for the game. You know, he's got his groin aggravated in an injury, and Anthony Martial went off with a head injury against Watford. For me, that's our best left flank. So I think on the left flank we'd maybe have Daley Blind there, maybe Henry Mkhitaryan, Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rashford could play there. Whatever it is, it's not going to be our ideal starting left flank. So that's a shame that we probably won't be able to expose that weakness as much as possible. But Man United, as I said, comfortable win against Northampton. And the real game is this one on Saturday because, yes, we've had 3 losses in a row. Pressure's starting to mount. People are starting to say things, as they always do in the press. There's been some negativity this week about what Mourinho said about Shaw. Some real backlash about how shit Rooney has been and how fans feel about him. I've made mine very clear. You've seen the video on the channel. Check it out if you haven't, on why I think Rooney should be dropped. And Rooney should be nowhere near this team because we need a fast, fluid, attacking team against what is going to be a very disciplined and very good Leicester team. You know, because they bought well this summer. Let's not forget that everybody expected this Leicester team, myself included, to get torn apart in the transfer window. Expected Vardy to go, expected Kante to go, expected Mahrez to go. But Mahrez stayed, Vardy signed a new contract, and Kante was the only player who left out of that team that won the Premier League last year that was really crucial to their team. And he had a release clause. So now Claudio Ranieri has done well to hold on to his squad there. But it's always going to be harder for Leicester living up to the expectations of champions rather than the underdogs of what could happen if they were to be champions. But it's at Old Trafford, home advantage, I suppose. although we did lose against City, so maybe not so much. Let me know how you think the game's going to go in the comments below. For me, I think United should have enough to win this game. I think the biggest problem for us is going to be Leicester sitting deep and defending discipline, because as we saw against Northampton, as we saw against Hull, United have struggled to break that down this year. But I'm hoping to see that midfield three of Carrick, Herrera, Pogba could be crucial for us, because Carrick finds those passes. When you get deep disciplined teams, there's always gaps, but there's small gaps, and you need to be a very articulate passer to find them. Carrick and Herrera could be the two to do that. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I think Leicester do offer plenty going forward. Slimani obviously got his first couple of goals the other day. Mendy they've brought in to replace Kante. He's not going to be a replacement, but they've done well to bring him in too. So, you know, Leicester have held on to the majority of the team that they had last year. Obviously brought in Zila, the ex-United goalkeeper. I think they'll do well this season. I don't think they'll finish... I'm probably going to go 7th-ish. I can't remember what I said in the pre-season predictions, but around 7th seems fair. United need to be aiming higher. We need to be challenging for that Premier League title. And to do that, you've got to beat the best teams. And on paper, the reigning champions Leicester, one of the best. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. We'll be there on Saturday, as always. So make sure you come and chat to us on St Matt Busby Way after the game. And we'll see you soon. Take it easy.